Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got a ton of new CJRB stuff to share with you guys. Hopefully something interesting. I looked at the outside of one of these boxes and saw something that definitely intrigued me, so probably multiples of models, but still worth checking out. Thanks so much to CJRB for sending these in. I will link all of this stuff down in the description, so please feel free to use the links before you check this stuff out. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me. Let's go ahead and get into the stuff. We'll just do them one at a time and move this other stuff off so the camera doesn't have trouble focusing. So what do we have here to start off with? Version J 1949. Black. Let's just open it up. I'm guessing it's either 2 different models and 3 variations of each model, or 3 different models and 2 different variations of each model. So this is a small guide, okay? Something new, something almost certainly budget-oriented. Wow, heavy detent on that button lock there. All right, we have actually really nice ergonomics, nice choke-up spot there, green aluminum, nice finish on that green. Look at that, sparkly, almost like car paint. G10, the whole is the, wait a minute, the whole thing is an aluminum. What? So there must be something in there for the bearings to run on. Yeah, definitely aluminum. Definitely aluminum. So aluminum frame with G10 overlays. Interesting. Lundquist design. All right, cool. What's next? This is the same thing, but obviously a different color scheme. So let's find out here. Just going to kind of go through these quickly. If you're new, this is not a review. We're just unboxing this stuff and taking a quick look at it. Down the road, we'll do one. Did you guys send me 2 of the exact same thing? What's the difference here? Absolutely nothing. No. Yes, nothing. Okay, the next one. What do we have? Brass and wood with an S90V sand polish blade. This is the kind of stuff that I wanted to get into. Here we go. If you didn't know, oh boy, look at that Buck 110 look. Yes. Finally the Buck 110 has reached. That's absolutely what they did. We finally have a usable version of the Buck 110. Oh, that's gonna chap so many asses. Oh, have you now been EDCing the Buck 110 for 25? Calm down, Hank Hill. All right, listen. That's a pretty good sand polish blade there too. I like that a lot. Nice fuller there. You know, for a classic look, what are you guys doing here with the finish? That's real nice. I like that a lot. Tumbled brass. Nice. Normally I'm not a fan of the wood. But I'm thinking about it. I was thinking, do I need to insert a joke there? No, of course I don't, because the people in the comments will. So, thanks! Anyways, this is a good look. I do like this. S90V, I bet you anything. There's a very reasonable price tag on this. Oh, is the whole thing brass? No. Yes. The liners are, look at that. The liners are brass. That's a cool knife. Okay. All right. S90V, if you didn't know, is Artisan Cutlery has probably some of the best priced S90V on the market. And S90V is some of the very best steel that you can possibly get on a production knife, if your emphasis is on edge retention with a light balance of corrosion resistance. And it's not tough. And it's also not easy to sharpen, but will it cut? Oh my goodness, it will. 59 to 61, I believe, is what Artisan Cutlery heat treats it at, which is actually optimal. This will make a joke of standard production M390. So when you can get this stuff for 200 or less, usually Artisan Cutlery has it at 200 when it's combined with titanium, but considering we're looking at brass and wood here, probably for even less. That's a nice buy there, definitely. Really like that that Bowie blade. Next up, what do we have? Another one in brass and wood. I think what's happening here is they're sending me duplicates so that if I decide to keep something, I can keep it and then give the other stuff away. So we have another of the same thing. Very kind. I don't know if I want to keep one of these or not. Wow, that one's even better on the sand polish. It's a little bit of inconsistency. Well, no, I'm sorry. Am I lying? know. What do you guys think? I think these are pretty similar. The sand polish is kind of in between a satin. It's like a high polished satin, higher than what we normally see. And then we have yet a third model, Bologna. I wanted to read that as Bologna J. That's where my brain went. Obviously wrong, right? But perhaps that would have been a good name. Oh, okay. We got something tan and something with the crossbar lock, which I gotta point out, Artisan Cutlery does a really good crossbar lock. Not always the best on the plunge lock, but a good crossbar lock. Hey, you know what? That's not a bad looking knife at all. High tension Omega springs, very high tension. This opening slot is very high. You can do it. I mean, I can manipulate. Is that a compound grind? Yeah, it is. Compound Tanto. Okay, so I can get at it, but I wish that this continued out a little further before it started to taper down so that we could maybe open this up just a little bit more and extend that or just move it down. You can do this, but it's the only means of deployment. So wheeling it out, no problem. But most of us are a little bit more fancy than that. At least we like to think that we are. So we like to flick our knives out. This is a little harder to do, but you can obviously do it. I do like the straight profile and the size. This is at least an 8.5-inch knife, probably AR RPM 9 and G10, so you're probably looking at around $50, $55 maybe. But yeah, not bad at all, especially if you just need to wheel your blade out. AR RPM 9, yeah, okay. Big old boy there. And then finally, the last one, which is almost certainly exactly the same thing. Alrighty, do we have a different color? We do not. We have the exact same color. Artisan Cutlery, I appreciate you sending duplicates. The truth is, I will probably give all of this away, save for one of the S90V pyrites, which I'm considering making a continuous joke out of and just referring to it as the Buck 110 without giving any additional context. You guys know how I love to stir the pot. And run the same joke for years and years at a time. So I kind of like the idea of frustrating thousands of people over the course of multiple years by just referring to this knife as the Buck 110 from now on. I might do that. Let me think about that. Yeah, these are cool. I actually really like this. Do they make a sand polished S90V Bowie pyrite in titanium or, carbon fiber or a combination of titanium and carbon fiber? CJRB, I would request you guys bring back those really cool special, ultimate pyrites that have the contoured titanium with the inlays. You guys gave a bunch of those away to, you gave a bunch of those to me so that I could give them away, and people loved those. I remember people freaking out about those knives on this channel, and I think you guys should do that again with throwing in the sand polished S90V here. I might also add, if you were to DLC coat this sand polishing, it would make for quite the amazing appearance. So if you, just for the future thoughts here, because these are popular models, right? We're obviously kind of expanding on the pyrite thing as much as possible, so you might as well go full send. Do people still say that? I don't know. But yeah, okay, pretty cool. This is just a small button lock that's extremely ergonomic, right? So if you like smaller knives, it also has a front flipper. Man, the plunge lock is the D10 on this knife, and it is a heavy plunge lock D10. Hold on, watch. Click. Kind of hard to reverse flick, honestly, but front flipping, no problem. So, yeah, small ergonomic budget knife. Kind of probably mid-range, honestly. It wouldn't surprise me if this is between 150 and 175. Hopefully closer to 150. And then this bigger guy here, the Bologna J, or whatever they called it, probably 50, 55 bucks. So I'll link all this stuff. Everything save for the pyrite is going to get its own review because I've already reviewed the pyrite like a million times. That's going to be it today, guys. Thanks so much. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click at that Metal Complex. So go right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.